Yo, what is going on? Sorry for the slight delay. I kind of slipped and tweaked my knee right before the live stream. So yeah, yeah, freaking knee. It had to be the my right knee, my driving knee that I happened to slip and tweak. But welcome Cheeto Bandito, and welcome Joe.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's up? Dude, I have been exhausted.
Right? What up, Crispy Critter? How you doing?
I just went through 4 hours of raw footage today.
Jesus Christ. That's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
4 hours. 4 hours.
That's too much, man. That's way too much.
And I'm not done yet. I'm still in the middle of going through the footage.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I have been... I have videos to record. I have probably, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 videos that I could record. So I don't have a lack of options, but I have not been motivated at all.
Tell me about it.
I don't know if it's the weather, like us getting hit by the hurricane or what, I just... I'm doing enough other stuff that I'm just kind of do I really feel like doing that? No, not really.
Yep. I mean, I have probably 5 long video that I need to edit.
Yeah.
But man, every single video has maybe 6 hours of footage. Every single one.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. And it's not only on this camera.
Yeah.
It's all 3 camera combined.
Yeah, God. That's
6
brutal.
hours. It's like, yeah, do I really want to edit right now? Nah.
No, Cheeto, we are still at 43%. Still at 43%, my dude. Hopefully that will change in the next few weeks. But I really wish it wasn't taking weeks between you and me. Dude, doing editing of 3 different cameras is crazy. I mean, it is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but at the same time, it's really hard to sync everything up.
Yeah. Of course.
The syncing is always the hardest part.
Are you syncing them in terms of audio and video?
Yeah.
Oh,
Audio.
okay. Yeah.
Audio the most.
Yeah.
And of course, we didn't do clap. I should tell them to do the clap.
Oh yeah, the clap's super important.
Yeah.
Super important.
But hey, I still managed to sync everything up, because if you see
There's that tool, yeah. But still, if you have the claps, it makes that tool work that
easier.
much better.
Yeah. But man, 3 hours, 4 hours footage on every single camera.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot.
And also combine sync all the imageries like
Yeah.
color, white balance, saturation, high dynamic range, and all that stuff. It takes time.
Well, and that's part of the benefit, at least, of having the same cameras. If you have different ones, it's way harder.
That's
You know?
the benefit of having Sony camera, like
Yeah,
all the
that's
same
true.
Sony camera.
Yeah.
It's much
What about
easier
that?
than having Canon, Nikon, Sony
Yeah,
altogether.
exactly.
Yeah,
Well, and especially if you use like one of the profiles,
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
picture profiles, then
yeah, yeah.
you're getting the same general.
Dude,
Like,
I have been switching to S-Log 3. I would just want to try it if I can get a cinematic image out of S-Log 3. Like
okay,
higher dynamic range. I'm still testing, but it's coming along pretty nicely in my
Okay.
opinion, because I can be able to get all the colors correct.
nice. That's cool. That's really cool.
But S-Log 3, man, it's a hard to manage tool in your in the post production.
Oh, really?
Because it's not hard. It's just a lot of work that you have to tweak all the colors and all the high dynamic range, the black and the white,
yeah.
the saturations and all that stuff.
Yeah. Man, fair enough. Fair enough. It's a lot
How are
that
you?
goes into editing, believe it or
Yeah.
not, people.
Yep. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Sherif?
I am doing all right. I mean, aside from just the lack of motivation lately, like I can't say things are bad, like in general they're good, It's just I think all of the stress from like trying to get everything up and running and working and all of that, now that that's kind of done, just the initial like stress is done.
Yeah.
Like my brain is kind of going like it's kind of like conking out, but I've been having like crazy weird dreams again, and my dreams get insane. So
when Sherif said insane, it's really crazy.
yeah,
Actually, really crazy.
If I'm not like fighting an invading alien species, or
Then you're probably fighting
Nazis
zombies.
taking over the country,
Yep.
doing some other thing like protecting family and friends, like I have really, sometimes I have really hyper violent dreams, but this one, the one like last night, was more of like a game show, which was really weird. Yeah,
Your dream is always crazy.
right? Like just really strange shit. Yeah, so I had a weird dream about being on a game show last night. I don't know how else to like explain it more than that. I mean, like the game show was strange in and of itself, but it's like who dreams about being in a game show,
Yep. Except you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, dude. Real quick. Okay, fair enough, Cheeto. Just to answer a question asked by Cheeto earlier. Yeah, the purple one is with Jim Skelton right now. It's gonna go to Neves after that, and then maybe Tri-State after that. The other one, the brown one, was sent to a guy in a pass-around group who proceeded to give me his wrong home address, and it was sent back to me, and I don't know if it's lost because it's been 4 business days since they returned it, and it's still not here. They told me to wait 5 business days for it, So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll get it back. If not, that's like a $500 prototype that just is gone, and one that I was planning on doing like a lottery or like something like that for at the end of sending it around to people for reviews. But more importantly, if I don't have it, that means that reviews aren't being done of it, and I'm relying only on the purple one. So that dude, like, how do you fuck up your own address? Like, really, like, literally, how do you fuck up your own address? That guy is on my permanent shit list. Because not only did he cost me shipping, but he also may have cost me a prototype. So, yeah. Anyway.
He's just dumb.
Yeah.
Like we say it all the time. People are dumb.
Mm-hmm. Individuals are great. People are horrible.
Yep.
You know, I'm all for like supporting and being there for individuals, but the like people I don't know, until they're people I do know, I assume they're horrible.
Yep, they're dumb.
Yeah,
like, dumb ass.
Yeah. Seriously. Have you seen some of the new cars that came out, Joe?
No, actually, no.
There's a new Rolls Royce. There is a new, whatchamacallit, new Lamborghini. There is, what else? New Maserati. And a new Ford.
I'm interested in the Ford, actually. Because
all right.
All the stuff that used like Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maserati, it's expected to be really cool.
Yeah, fair enough.
But Ford is usually not the cool type.
So the story is that this is a new, super exclusive Mustang. It is cheaper than the Ford GT, but it's supposedly faster than the Ford GT.
From the first impression, I like it. I like the look of it.
Yeah, very, very muscular, very strong, very modern.
But very very well designed front end, in my opinion.
Yeah, very, very aggressive.
Yeah, I like it.
This thing is fairly bespoke. You have to, of course, be like the Ford GT. You have to be on like a list to even get access to it.
I don't like the side view, but the front, it's nice.
You know what throws off the side view is the racing wing.
Yeah, it's just it's too big.
It also where it picks up from. You have these like very organic like pickup points that come from an unexpected location, and then these side blades are very boxy and traditional looking.
Yeah.
Whereas like everything else is like very swooping, or like if you look at the wheels, very like CNC refined, geometric. This wing looks completely out of place.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks very it looks not belong there.
Yeah. It definitely doesn't.
Also,
but on the whole,
the front looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
The rear fender, it's also something that I kind of have opinions about. The rear side fender.
From the front, the wing doesn't look out of place, but the side view looks really out of place.
Yep.
Even here, it doesn't look bad. It's just like the side, and I'm sure the rear 3/4 view looks like awkward, you know? Like, I want the wing to have like vertical supports here, you know?
Yeah.
Like in the traditional place.
Or just get rid of it and then just have that tilt the Challenger had.
Yeah. See, but like the silhouette isn't horrible with the wing. It's not perfect, but it's not.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish. You know what? You know what? I wish like they can do this. The rear wing. You know, it goes like up like this, right?
Yeah.
It goes up and flat, and then have the wing in the back. What if it goes like this? Let's say let me quickly just sketch it out. What if it goes like this?
Yeah.
See, it's like flat and then tilted up and then a little bit more. So I feel like this will be a much smoother surface like this.
I'm sure it was done for some sort of aerodynamic
purpose. Yeah.
But still, I wonder if it could have been done better, you know? And look at how the front fenders look from the rear. With
nice. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but I dig it.
No, I like it. I actually like it.
So let's say this is limited edition ultra high performance street legal car. Inspired by the Mustang GT3, which is slated to race in Le Mans next year.
Oh, it's gonna be in Le Mans next year, huh?
The GT3 race car, yeah. Full carbon fiber body. Let's see, what do they say? 50-50 weight distribution. Rear mounted 8-speed dual clutch transmission. Supercharged 5 with around 800 horsepower.
800 horsepower.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the rest is all talking about, aerodynamics and all of that good stuff. They do have an estimated MSRP of 300,000.
Holy shit!
Yeah. Yeah, most expensive Mustang ever. Would you guys spend 300,000?
No, not on the Mustang. Not on the Mustang.
All right, next is the new Maserati. This is the MC Extrema. This is a track-only race car.
I can see that.
For me, I love these little aero wheel covers.
It reminds me of the Ford Escort Crossworth. The wheel.
Yeah.
The front looks nice.
Yeah, very nice. It's amazing how much better looking a car gets when you don't really need headlights.
Yeah, or just little headlights.
Yeah, like you don't need road legal stuff, What is really interesting actually is up here. So I hope they show that. But then they integrated the Trident logo sideways into the taillights, which is really nice. Yeah, look at that.
Very nice.
All of this is floating, actually. So air passes by the side windows and down this canal here, to the rear wing. And of course, I love me a vertical fin, dual snorkels, bringing air down into the V6 engine.
It's a proper race car setup.
Yeah. See, what I like about it is it's classical Maserati, where Maserati doesn't do things to the absolute extreme. They tend to be very sort of like,
Fiddle.
yeah, subtle. Exactly. They tend to be very classy, uh, but modern. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
which I appreciate about it. Like Maserati is for a guy who is a gentleman who likes Italian cars. You know,
yep.
that's always been my perspective. They're kind of like Aston Martin, but of Italy.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good analogy.
Yeah. And then next we have the new Lamborghini SUV.
Nah. I just I just don't like supercar turning into the SUV.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
it doesn't speak to me.
yeah,
Like I mean, I understand the the effectiveness of what they did here, right?
yeah,
Like if you look at an Aventador and then you think about how you could stretch the proportions to fit four people and put it on an SUV platform, they did it, right? Like this is an SUV Aventador, you know.
yeah, yeah.
But for me, I don't want an SUV Aventador. And
Exactly. I don't want an SUV hypercar.
no, and it's just funny because like I don't know why, but like this just doesn't work for me. But in comparison, the Ferrari Purosangue works
Yeah,
so much better for me.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't explain why,
yeah.
but this just feels, I don't know, like a little bit like a cash grab. You know, it's going to be an Audi SUV
It
underneath all of this.
it looks like a um Lamborghini Gallardo on protein shake.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like, my buddy really likes this. He's a car designer, but I'm like, it's so expected. It's so,
Yeah, expected.
yeah, like, okay, like, whatever, you know? And the interior's at least somewhat interesting. Like, I like what they're doing with the steering wheel. I like what they're doing with the dashboard and the center console. Like, that's a little bit more interesting to me,
Yeah.
you know? The, yeah, like, look at this. This looks cool. This is a nice, like, this makes me feel like hyper futuristic. But why isn't this in the Aventador? You know what I mean? Like this feels like this belongs in a hypercar, not in an SUV. So I don't know. Like all of this like floating center console stuff, all this sort of like lightweightness, it definitely says hypercar. It doesn't say SUV at all, actually, to me. So I don't know. I'm not feeling it. What do you guys think about the new Lamborghini?
No, I don't. I'm not feeling it either.
Yeah, right? It does feel chunky like the new electric Mustangs. I completely agree. What up, Maddie? How you doing? Pedro, let me double check that. I will after I show the last one of the new ones that came out at the Quail. This is the new drop head La Rose Noir,
That is a really
which is
hard
just
name.
sexy. Rolls-Royce has been on a kick of doing really, really beautiful, refined luxury vehicles lately. I gotta say.
Nice.
Like, I'll never be able to afford one, and I probably will never sit in one. I'd love to sit in one, take a ride in a Rolls Royce. That'd be like a dream come true, especially a modern Rolls Royce like this drop head. But dang,
That would be nice, right?
yeah. Like, it's just, they just do things.
They do things right.
Yeah, they really do. The attention to detail, the
Yeah.
quality control, like the uniqueness. It's all there.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the speaker. They put in the rose in the centerpiece of the speaker. Like,
That's nice.
so cool,
That's attention to detail to the max.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. They really do it well, and even their photography is like fucking phenomenal. It just speaks volumes about the car. But yeah, those are the new cars that came out. Let me take a quick look and check the one that Pedro sent me. The Prius. Pedro, did you send it on Mangana Steel, or did you send it on whatchamacallit? On the real Sherif M? Oh, what up, Terry? How you doing? All I saw was just colon sausage. What up, Patina? How you doing? All right, cool, Pedro. I'm gonna look it up right now. Oh yeah. I have seen this one. This one is dope. I'm sure you've seen this by now, Joe.
What is it?
Let me pull it up. This one. Like a tuned version of the new Prius.
Yeah, I seen this. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the new Prius.
Oh, it's the best looking
Prius out there, yeah.
Vehicle,
Yeah.
or hybrid. I mean, look
Yeah.
at that.
Look at that. That's awesome.
That
That looks like it can fly through jungles and wild wilderness. Like
man.
rallying.
Like, dude. Dude, to me this looks like a freaking race car.
Yeah, it's a rally car, basically.
Dude.
Group B rally car.
It looks hot. And even just like standard spec like that.
Yeah.
Just like dumped wide body. Ugh. So nice. I really hope that this group, Zephyr Designs, is gonna make this body kit, and this isn't just like 3D modeling,
Yeah.
Because like, if this has any hope of being real, this would be like the perfect version of the Prius ever created.
Usually that hope is really low.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's doubtful. I mean, the guy is 20-year-old self-taught like concept artist, but
Yeah.
bro, somebody needs to license this design from him. Like his reflections do need a little, well, no, maybe not. Reflection looks a little wonky right there, but it could
Yeah,
just be because of the wide body.
yeah, and because the surface of
That's
that
what I'm
board.
saying. The wide
Yeah,
body like makes it kind of disjointed, but
yeah.
on the whole, yeah, I mean that thing looks pretty hot. Not gonna lie. Yeah, dude. And there's you know what's funny is like I've been looking at stuff like this lately. And I thought about it like I saw a yeah, I drive it too for sure, man. Dude, we do have love for the LFA. LFA is one of the greatest cars of all.
Oh, I love LFA. I
Yeah,
love LFA. I have been keep on saying that in all over my channel and before, and you know, whenever we see LFA, it's ah.
yeah. No, the LFA is freaking amazing. Actually, like years ago, let me see. If I pull up my shit here. What was that? Okay, no. Give me a split second, y'all. Where's my old albums? So, like, I'm not on Facebook or anything anymore. But years ago, my friends and I were invited to a, whatchamacallit, to a autocross thing hosted by Lexus. And they had one of the early LFAs there, Pedro. Or no, not Pedro, sorry, Cheeto. And so they were giving out rides only to the people who set the fastest lap times at the autocross. That was their like reward. Unfortunately, I was just like a split second off from getting it, but they still let us like close enough, and then they took us out in like ISs and stuff to give us, you know, like rides around the track, which was a lot of fun.
LFA.
But yeah, matte black LFA or white LFA is the way to go. Look at this interior. There's still no interior to me in modern sports cars that looks as like crazy as that. They're starting to get crazy like that, but figure this was 2009.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like this was just ahead of its time on so many levels, and it just doesn't get the. I mean, look at the door handle. That's the fucking door handle right there, you guys. Like,
It's priceless.
it is. It's an amazing piece of art. Just the door handle alone. That's why I photographed it. Look at the seats. 3-piece buckets, fully adjustable. Like, come on.
Nothing can beat that. Nothing.
Yeah. No, the LFA is one of the most special cars ever in history.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those where it's like subtle from the outside, madness on the interior with an engine note that just cannot be matched. Except from like a Porsche Carrera GT. But it's because it's one of the only other like mad V10 supercars made in the modern era.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at like the lines for the arrow channeling. Like it's just doing all of this stuff before McLaren was even on the fucking radar. Like,
I love LFA.
yeah, the LFA is something special. Absolutely something special. And dude, yeah, I feel you right there. Both of my cars are paid off, and I do not want another car payment for as long as I can think. I hate car payments. They piss me off.
It's annoying.
Yeah. Super annoying. Let's see.
What else is new for the car industry?
Well, we just got to do a little bit of this real quick.
Yeah, the pure sound of LFA. I can't hear it. By the way. Yeah, I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No, nothing for me.
Oh, dang it. Did I misshare it? Hold on. I probably did. I probably did it the wrong way. Oh, did you hear that bass?
Yep.
Okay, then I did it right.
Ah, every single time.
Yup. So good. So good.
Man, that's so nice.
Yeah, the only one that kind of compares to that is this guy.
Ah, the Carrera GT.
Yeah. It's got that same sort of high pitch
Yeah,
because of the you know.
I still like the LFA because that's exhaust notes just so refined.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh man, dude, fastest I ever did was 130 with me behind the wheel and 160 as a passenger.
I don't remember how fast I
160
can
is
go.
scary.
I don't. I
But,
don't. I don't have. I don't drive that fast.
oh man, no, like 120 is completely manageable, but
Oof,
160 is
scary.
you need to be able to see for a distance before you do something like that. Like,
That it's already scary.
yeah, like you don't have nearly the amount of time to like make decisions when you're going 160, like at all. Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't me driving; it was Jesse driving. Yeah,
He's crazy.
yeah. The two of us together
I'm
get a little
crazier.
wild. Yeah, for sure. We get a little wild. But dude, what else is going on in the world? Oh, so kind of going back to like um, our original topic of bags. I got this guy new pouch. Let me see if I can bump the f stop here. Get a little bit more light so you can see a little bit more detail.
There you go. That's nice.
So the whole front is Velcro, and I put this Anubis patch on there. If you can see that,
Yeah.
actually, I got another one because being Egyptian, I gotta have Egyptian gods on my stuff. But yeah,
Nice.
check that out.
That's nice. That's cool. Actually, that's very good quality.
Yeah,
What is that called? Vorkol.
yeah, they did a very good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got this. What is nice about this bag, I will say, is it has these additional flaps, like, or loops right here. So what I was able to do was I got one of these carabiners, and um, let me remove some stuff from it, and I can. Come on, what are you hooking on? The nice thing about it is like it's right there, which is cool. None of my other slings have the ability to like hook a carabiner to it,
That's cool.
but this is one of those carabiners which let
Oh,
you,
that's cool.
yeah, so you can actually like hang your bag from
No,
the table.
that's a genius idea.
It is, and this one
See,
is
like the
overkill.
the reason why I say it's genius because whenever we have a bag, we're not using it. We just throw it on the floor, or just put it on the table, or just put it on the chair. But for this, you
Exactly.
can be able to hook up with your shirts in your closet.
Yeah, or you can like put it on the edge of
Yeah,
the table,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
this. If this is your table, you can have it hang down
So you don't have to put your stuff on the
your
ground.
shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this guy in this current version, this can support 60 pounds, which is a ton of weight. Like
Oh
there's
my
nothing
god.
that I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep in this pouch that's gonna total 60 pounds,
yeah.
like at all. So what I did was I have the strap here. So I have these Ranger bands, which are, if you guys know pew pews, you know you know what a Ranger band is. And so I put it over the strap. Yeah, basically it's a purse hanger, you know. For those of you guys who know purse hangers, it's like a heavy duty one. And so I put a Ranger band over the strap so that I can loop the strap into itself and I can have it so that the strap isn't dragging on the floor.
Yeah.
So I can do this. Come on, there we go. So now the whole thing is self-contained. There's the Ranger band, and it's just holding my strap together like that, which is very convenient.
That's really cool. That's really
You
cool.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. So, anyways, the whole thing with the sling is that, like, okay, I'm gonna keep some EDC stuff in here. So this is the layout in the inside. I've got a AA and rechargeable compatible flashlight, small multi-tool. I threw in my bug out knife because it's super slim,
Yeah.
super small, you know. Yeah. Why are you not focusing with me today, camera? Huh? Like,
You're not focusing.
oh, that's why. Okay. No, because it's got like, yeah, there we go. It's got tracking was on. There it goes. So yeah, I threw in my super slim bug out, and then that'll just like sit inside here, you know. And this thing, this whole panel is Velcro. So you can actually change out this panel, which is interesting. But also this little guy down here is also Velcro. So they created a little bit of like a modular system. Like this is a module, this whole thing is a module, and then you've got whatchamacallit, room for keeping kind of some essentials there. There's an outside pack here in the front and the back. So it's not bad. What I'm thinking about doing is keeping like a small like emergency medical kit. Later, Winchester. Have a good night. I store the Kaimano in my pocket, bro. Pedro, no, I got it from Amazon. Amazon. It's the Gear Aid carabiner. But yeah, so it's not bad. I'll tell you what my one complaint is about it. It doesn't seem like it's enough to carry the camera.
Yeah.
It's like not deep enough, to like properly carry the camera, which is my one complaint about it. That and it was also very like expensive for what it is. Like I can get whatchamacallit, a different sling bag that can carry the camera for like 1/3 of the price. So I'm kind of like torn, like this would be like a general EDC, but I'm like, okay, if I had, we were talking last week, we were talking about that small little Insta 360 camera, like that would work in something like that.
But for actual camera.
Yeah, but to actually carry, like, not even a big camera, but just to carry the ZVE10, it's not enough,
Yeah.
So I like it better than the sling that I have had and I have been using
The Peak
because it's
design.
a little bit more organized, you know?
Yeah.
Uh, but it's still lacking the camera ability. The Peak design bag is really great because it can carry a lot of my camera stuff,
Yeah.
you
No,
know?
the Peak design is actually they outdone themselves.
They've done very
Well,
good, but
yeah.
there's also some lacking in terms of
Yeah.
like keeping some basic EDC stuff. It's like camera only, you
Yeah.
know? So
And
like
and there's nothing more than just putting camera.
it's just pure camera,
Yeah.
right? So even with the sling, I'm starting to find the same issue that there's like a sling for camera, there's a sling for EDC, and then there's also a different sling that could do maybe EDC and concealed carry. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, yeah, so like that's the thing. Like I'm concerned about that, for example. You rarely carry a camera in your bag unless you're transporting. If it's not on you, you miss shots. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I wonder about that. And that's where I was thinking about, like, you know, the uh, the new budget one, Joe, um, the
ZV1.
ZV1.
Yeah, the ZV1.
But dude, they just bumped up the prices. Like it's a $750
Yeah.
camera now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why they bumped the price. It was 650 a little while ago. So I was like, okay, like that bag that could handle a ZV1.
Yeah. I mean, it's
ZV1 I can
ZV1.
literally just throw in there.
Yeah, ZV1 is a pocket camera.
Exactly, and would be fine, you know? And I could deal with the ZV-1 being in there as, like, my throwaway, like, bash around camera, you know, get some quick shots, whatever, quick vlog stuff, and then rely on the ZV-10
Yeah.
for, like, the more serious things, you know what I mean? Where I want interchangeable lenses and, you know, to get, like, much more structured shots with, right? But dude, at 750, 750 is the same price as you'll pay for the ZV-10,
Yeah.
unless they increase the price on the ZV-10 as well.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think they're gonna increase the price on the ZV-10.
Yeah. You see this, by the way?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, they are not doing update.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know. They weird. Weird.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait maybe for the ZV-1 to go on sale.
Just wait for Thanksgiving to see if they will ever be on sale.
Yeah, like maybe Black Friday
Yeah.
or something like that.
Also, I saw in comment, Patina says the Peak Design strap. No, those are really nice actually. Those are I really actually wanted to get it
I
because
got this one, the little wrist strap from
it's
Peak
actually the
Design.
one that he was talking about. It's like a back. You can strap a quick release on the strap of your backpack, and then
Yeah.
another quick release on your camera, and then you can just snap in and snap out, snap in and release, snap in and
Mhm.
release, right here, which is really nice. But like for me, I didn't see the usage of it because whenever I go out, I carry my actually let me change it to I can show you guys my setup real quick. There we go. Whenever I go out, I just do this.
There you go.
And with a microphone on top. And this, if you guys are doing vlog, these Sherif knows these are really good.
Yeah, that thing is really
These
nice.
are really good. And then this can do stuff like this, and then you can just put it on the table
Yeah.
like this. You can just put it on the table like this, and then whenever you wanted to leave, you can just carry, and then it change it to handheld. So this is my vlog like recording setup for
Yeah.
my need. So I don't really use I don't rarely carry a camera without this.
Yeah, Joe goes in heavy for sure. Yeah, man.
No, I actually really love my setup, and Sherif just sold me this.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the free access, but I was not using it.
Yeah. And this is really nice because it's actually big, small enough to fit in my backpack.
Yeah.
So
You figured out all the locks and
yeah,
everything?
yeah.
Nice.
It's actually balanced with the 11 mil right now.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Of course, man.
No,
But yeah,
that's the advantages of us having the same gear.
yes. Hugely advantageous. Like seriously. Now Howard just needs to sell me his 18 to 50 Sigma lens for cheap, and
Yeah,
then I'll be a happy boy.
yeah. He has a lot of lens actually.
Yeah, yeah.
He has a 20 to like he has a long lens, like actual
Yeah, the like 28 to 200 or
yeah,
whatever.
28 to 200. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's the
yeah,
thing, man.
yep.
Like the that's why even for me, I thought about the ZV1. If I got the ZV1, I don't know if I'd need the 1850.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Or maybe I would. I don't know. I want to buy all the camera things. I
That's
just
the
want to
thing.
buy them all
Yeah, yeah,
and be done with it, you know?
yeah. But I
Like
figure
I
like
know, I'll tell you what I really want, to be honest. Okay, like this is my dream list, okay? I want the 56 prime, the 1.8, right? Because then I'll have the 11, the 30, and the 56 prime. I want
the
the
56 prime is actually 1.4, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's not 1.0, it's 1.4. It's even bigger.
oh yeah, yeah. Dude, yeah, even wider aperture. I
Yeah.
want the 18 to 50, you know,
Mhm.
Sigma, right? Because that thing is awesome.
I think it's
I want the ZV1 to be like my like the way you treat your ZVE10, I would treat the ZV1, right?
yeah,
Because the ZVE10 would be like my serious camera,
yeah,
and then the ZV1 would just be like, boom, here, throw it into my freaking, bag. Don't care if it gets like scratched up or anything, right? Camera.
yeah.
And then I want the DJI wireless mic system
Mm,
because I can throw that onto something like the ZV1 or the ZVE10 and get freaking good ass audio by just it's a wireless lavalier,
yeah,
and like the lavaliers just get so much better quality,
yeah, yeah.
if I could have all of that, I wouldn't need any more camera equipment. I'd be good.
But that's a lot.
Patina, I'm shooting the ZV10, so I'm shooting APS-C. You
Yeah,
know,
it's APS-C. So
yeah,
yep.
APS-C, Sony E mount. If you got any lenses sitting around, I let me know, bro.
Usually you have to times 1.5 to get
Yeah,
full frame equivalent.
Dopey, what's going on, brother? How you doing? How's Shane doing? Hopefully he's doing good. But yeah, so that's kind of like my dream setup. I don't know actually even if this Sony ZV-1 has a microphone input.
It has, it has with the same microphone. Actually, it's the same setup as the ZVE10.
Is it? Like, I mean, does it have a little
yeah,
door on the side that you can like plug in a
yeah.
mic?
There's a hot shoe.
No, I know it has a hot shoe, but does it have?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
it does.
yeah,
Okay, I see it.
yeah, yeah.
I see it. Yeah,
But
dude.
it's got an AUX plug for your mic.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
totally fine with the ZV-1. I'm just not willing to pay 750 for it.
not yet.
No, like even
just
here,
wait for it to drop the price.
yeah, like even here, like if you look at Google, they're like, oh yeah, price fluctuates from like $610 all the way up to whatchamacallit, uh, uh, like 900 something. Yeah. See, like I just don't know if some of these retailers are legit retailers. Like I've never heard of Abe's of Maine, but they're selling the camera for 598,
That's weird.
which is a great price. But I've never heard of Abe's of Maine.
Never either.
And I wonder if the black one. No, the black one's the same price actually, 588. Dude, that's awesome.
Nice, nice.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, Dopey. That is rough, bro. Just take it easy and give yourself time to heal, man.
Hey, Sheriff, can you put the music back?
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. Totally forgot.
For me, what I need is a backpack that I don't need any backpack for now because
Yeah,
all my setup is all good. You know,
dude.
it's what I need for whenever I go out. You know, I carry this camera all around all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
And that's the thing. I want to carry mine around more, you know? It's just like, okay, the cameras that I typically carry around like more comfortably than this guy was like this guy, right? And the main reason is because the lens doesn't take up a lot of space, you know? So Patina, you'll recognize this guy. You know, the Fuji X100, and I love this. This for street photography is still amazing. Absolutely amazing, right?
If Fuji film the camera, it's always very good for portrait photos and even sometimes even video.
Dude, and it's got a fixed 23 mil, you know. I've never wanted more from this for general photography. But the problem is, like now, I don't want photography. I want video, you know? Patina, if you look, I got this on eBay for super cheap, actually, back in the day. Like, I got this for like a few $100s, actually, back in the day. And the reason why is because the X100s were not really liked because they were the first generation of these rangefinder styles. And they had some like focus hunting and stuff like that. But they released a firmware update that got rid of all of that. So, yeah, this thing still one of my absolute go-tos, and I absolutely love this camera. You know, I don't shoot enough with it because I have this camera now, and I really love this camera. But this thing is awesome, you know. yeah, for street stuff, the Fuji X series, like the XT1s, XT2s, if you want to get into it for at an affordable price point, like I highly recommend, highly recommend. You could probably even find this X100 and just do like a firmware update and be Gucci.
The new Fuji actually is really good for street photography.
Yeah.
Howard has one. He just
Does
recently
he?
bought it. Yeah,
Oh man.
recently bought it, and then I shot it. I shot it with his because Fuji has filter built in.
Yeah, they do, which I love.
And it's just you don't need to do anything. Like
Dude,
after.
the thing is, like back in the day when I used to shoot film, I used to shoot Fuji film. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have their film like filters built into the camera.
No,
You know?
the one that he had, it's really good, and you can get very good shots with photos and video as well. I mean, video is still still the champ, but that
Oh,
one
yeah.
is not bad.
Yeah, yeah. Like
I don't remember what I think is the Fuji GFX 50S or something.
Okay.
I don't remember what's the name, but I don't remember. But I recently used his. I mean, I use this camera a lot because we have different cameras for different purpose.
Yeah.
So I use that camera to shoot videos quite a lot recently. This past 2 weeks.
Nice. Yeah, dude. Like I'm in love with Fuji, man. I'm definitely in love with Fuji, but for video right now, especially like vlog, YouTube type stuff,
yeah, vlog.
Sony's killing the
Sony
game.
is still this guy right here.
Yeah, there's no
I mean,
question.
yeah, just look at it. It's got all the features you need. Like
Yeah,
you got a wide
And,
aperture. You got you know unlimited recording, and you got like what is it called? The product showcasing. Which is what else can you get?
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, it just pisses me off because like the ZV-10 comes with this stupid lens, which I mean
I don't ever use it.
is really garbage. You know?
This is okay, guys. This is what Sherif has in like
Yeah.
one that you guys are looking at right now in his face is this guy.
Yeah.
This guy. 1.4.
Yeah. 1.4.
One that we are looking at right now.
Yeah. Whereas like this thing is a 3.5 to 5.6, and it just ugh.
And the one that you guys are looking at me right now, it's the 18.
Oh, it's the 18.
Oh, the 11. The
Oh,
11,
yeah.
18. 11 1.8. Sorry, 11 1.8. Which Sherif also had.
Which is
Yeah, it's that guy.
yeah.
See, we all have the same gear.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, man. I love the 11 1.8. I love the 30 1.4. You know, like
Just need a zoom lens.
yeah.
To compensate
Which is
everything
weird.
else.
Which is why I said like I wouldn't mind the 18 to the 50. You know, I think
The only downside is the aperture is not wide enough.
well, it's 2.8. 2.8 is way better than 3.5,
Yeah.
and it's a fixed 2.8 all the way out to 50. You know, so like in that regard. But see, I'll show you, Joe. Talking again, going back to like the discussion about bags, right? There's this one that I found, which I think is pretty dope. Yeah, exactly, Patina.
Yep.
There's absolutely trade-offs. So there's this bag that I found, and very affordable at $50. You know, very affordable. Has the whole sling thing that I dig. Looks, as you can see, a little bit deeper. You know, but look how much room it has. You can keep a spare lens. You've got room for your like a full size body.
Yeah,
You
it's a full
know,
frame. Looks like a full frame
yeah.
camera.
You got room for all your additional cables and all of that stuff. Even little pouches right there, you know, or a little like place to store like money or whatever, you know. Underside bottom carry straps like the Peak design, you know.
For your tripods and stuff.
Yeah, so like you can store all of this stuff in it.
Oh yeah, that's a full frame Sony.
Yeah. And this is the mini, you know. They have like a regular one where you can actually store like a drone with batteries and all of this other crap in it, you know, which I don't need. That's too much. And they even have like an XL where it's just like, oof.
It's a lot.
Yeah, which I'm thinking about picking up like the mini, possibly in black, you know, just because I like the nondescriptness of black, you know. But yeah, if I can carry the camera with a lens, you know, and then have a like the other lens in there as like a backup, like that'd be dope, you know. But again, this is like camera based only. You know what I mean? Like,
The dream will be camera and other stuff.
Yeah, and EDC gear, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like that's where I keep getting like stuck a little bit. But like again, $50, not horrible. I spent $50 on worse stuff, you know.
Well, having a bag with camera compatibility, it's always nice because I feel like all the stuff that we are doing, or not us, but a lot of people are doing nowadays, vlogging and it's social media and it's content creating. So definitely having the option of putting your camera is becoming, before it's actually a plus, like an add-on, but now it feels like now it's very it's the base that you need. It's having a camera capability of the backpack.
Well, see, and that's the thing that like gets me, right? Because and I'll explain. Because like I want to be able to like go to a car event, for example, or go to a knife show, you know, and I want to be able to carry my gear just like this, right?
Yeah.
Right here, right on my chest. Nobody can steal it. Nobody can grab it, right? And like I can keep my zippers, you know, like right here on my chest, and I want to be able to boom, grab my camera, get my shots, do like, you know, some quick like, you know, talking head to the camera kind of thing, you know, and then boom, toss it back in and be hands free, you know, like that's my dream scenario. That really is. And like I'm just not there yet, like with my gear, you know what I mean? And like, okay, if I'm going to something local, I don't mind taking my more serious camera for sure, you know. But I can tell you, for example, like when I went to the show in Atlanta, the idea of standing around and carrying that camera all day long, miserable, miserable,
Yeah.
or being that guy who's always behind it, like
No, I know.
no. And that's why I think about the Insta 360, because if I can clip that here, or if I can wear a hat and put it on here, and then maybe pump it off and be like, yo guys, what's going on? Ha-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then pump it right back. I can be more natural with it,
Yeah.
but like that's kind of the thinking with like the sling bag. I want something lightweight right here, and I can also keep my other EDC gear here, i.e., like my multi-tool. Let's say if I want to throw on a tripod, I got a screwdriver on here where I can tighten that down, or I've got my flashlight, or what I'd really actually probably carry if I was on my go, is this guy, which if you guys don't have one of these, I highly recommend checking them out. This is the Bit Bar. Expensive for what it is, but boom, you got all your bits that you need right there, and it retracts. You just grab it, boom. Now you got a screwdriver. Super convenient, and keep it right there, like right in your rig, So now you can do whatever the fuck you need. Let's say you want to put on a tripod, screw it in from underneath, make sure it's nice and tight, bam, throw it back in, do what you got to do, So this is where I get frustrated, dude. It's like I know what I want to be able to do. There's just nothing that fully gets me there.
There's just nothing there yet. That is
exactly.
Only designed for us, for Sherif,
yeah. And it's either too expensive or it's not designed there yet. You know what I mean? And like, let's say on the backside of here, if they had like a little pouch for my pistol, my pew-pew, that'd be perfect, because then I would feel comfortable, for example, being in downtown LA, having my gear, okay, like I'm prepared for any situation. I've got it. It's just nothing is quite there yet. And that's why like we want to design some of this stuff,
Actually that's a very good point, right? Like having camera and having your gear, having your notebook, having your everyday EDC, having your pew-pew out together. For us, I mean, probably it's not for other people, but for us to start with, it's actually because normal people would not need that much stuff. So we can start there and then shrink it down. So if our design works for us, then our design probably works for everybody.
Right, exactly. And like, I don't know, for me, I'll show you a great example to the people who are near, right? I've shown this before. This is my 511 bag, right? Looks like a regular bag, but for example, here on the chest, right, this guy, okay, it has this little tab that sticks out. So I can grip and rip it. It opens this area, and this is perfect for a compact pew-pew. So like, boom, I can grab, engage, do what I need to do, put it back, and it zips back up. Like, this is great. but I can't carry anything else with this. It's just
That's
for
only designed for pew pew. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you're absolutely right.
like, I think and this is why, for example, I love to pick up something like the ZV-1 and do like a loadout, like a flat lay, and say, okay, these are all of the things that I would like to be able to carry all at once, right? So I'll give you another example of something that I'd like to carry in my EDC. Let me pull it up here. It's in my cart, right? If you guys in the chat have a better recommendation than this, I'd love to know. But here you go. 66 piece, first aid kit, So you have all sorts of bandages of different sizes. You got some basic scissors, gauze, burn gel, stuff like this. And I'm, would love to pick up something like this because if you look, it's fairly small, fairly slim, can fit in a pouch along with a small camera, like a point and shoot kind of camera, and give you the basic, things you need, gauze, CPR guide, things like that, right? And then if they're about to do soon they're going to be doing over-the-counter Narcan, which, if you guys don't know, with like the issues with fentanyl and stuff like that going on, you can literally just inhale it and OD. You don't even need to make like direct contact with it. So if I have, a basic, EDC emergency kit here, with a bit like a bunch of over-the-counter, and they're about to do over-the-counter Narcan, right? I literally just watched a video of a guy in New York save an officer because they had Narcan in the car for the officer, but they didn't have enough. The guy was carrying some, and he was able to give it to the officer, and that saved the officer's life, and because they came into contact with fentanyl, So, like, being able to EDC all of this stuff is proper for like urban living nowadays. So I don't know, I think about stuff like this, like if I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna photograph, do all of this stuff, I want to be prepared for 95% of the situations, so that's why I think about it. I'm like, okay, can I have a bag with like, that can carry all of this stuff in one go, little crazy maybe, but
it's doable.
Yeah, like I think it's reasonable, right?
It's doable. It's not something that is out there. If see, the design is like this, right? Design is for us. Function is there. We just need to somehow package it and somehow make it look doable and work. Right? It's there. It's not outside of your brain.
Yeah. Oh, I do think improvised medical skills are important. 100% agreed, LCAT. Especially like, in situations where you may not have all the tools that you need, right? Like, how do you make an impromptu tourniquet and things like that, right? But like, I mean, that's why I'm like, a small first aid kit is all you need. You don't need like a big 140 piece one, you know. But if you guys have recommendations for small EDC first aid kits, I'd still be interested. You know what I mean? And yeah, like skills are always most important for sure, for sure. You know, but yeah, I've even thought about like, okay, you know, should I carry a tourniquet or can I improvise one? You know, um, this is absolutely true. Absolutely true. This should be taught in schools.
Yeah.
You know, no questions asked.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, back in Taiwan, we have like in school we have this health education, like as a regular education that you need to take every single semester. And we had this CPR
training.
Yeah, training. Yeah. I mean, I forgot how to do it, but we used to learn that back in Taiwan.
Yeah. See, that's awesome. They don't teach that here in the US. You have to go to a specific like classes for that kind of thing. Yeah. You know? Yeah, see, I wonder about that. I definitely do, because I've seen a few cases of that. Like I saw one woman who needed like 3 or 4 doses of fentanyl because she just like sniffed it, like it got into her nose, and like she immediately started ODing, you know. So I'm curious about like if it's just hysteria or not, you know what I mean? Because I've heard of people dying for coming into like, you know, mild contact with it. So, you know, but I still think it's super dope that they're coming out with like an over-the-counter Narcan that you can literally just go and buy, you know. So, I think that's really dope, you know. So I'm looking out for this. I definitely am. Because you never know, especially like in places like downtown LA or Bay Area, or you know what I mean. So yeah, dude. Yeah, so like that's what I've been thinking about, Joe. Like I kind of want to do a flat lay of like what are the absolute things that I would like to carry in my EDC, and if I, for example, let's say one day I'm not going to take the first aid kit. Okay, that gives me a little bit more room for stuff, right? But it should be able to still accommodate it. You know, that should be my thing. Or let's say I'm not going to take my pew-pew with me that day.
And that space
still at least accommodate that.
But that space of that pew-pew,
right,
can be used in another scenario. Let's say if you have pew-pew in the front, but you don't carry pew-pew, then can you carry your wallet? Can you carry your phone? Can you carry walkie-talkie? Can you carry something else?
right, exactly, and that's the thing, you know.
And like for that kind of shape of pew-pew, we don't have to design a shape like a shape of pew-pew. It can be
it doesn't need to be at all.
Yeah, and then inside can be a divider that can divide up to something else that
exactly. Yeah, 110%, and that's the beauty of it, right? Like that pouch that's on the front of my 511 bag, it isn't shaped for a pew-pew.
Yeah.
It's just a shape that accommodates a certain size, But I could put my wallet there. I could put my cell
Yeah.
phone in there. I could put anything I want in there, you know?
Yeah.
But it has that quick access strap that makes it beneficial.
Mhm.
And that's even a dope thing, right? Having that quick access rip, open strap is awesome.
Yeah.
I never realized how much I valued that until I tried to undo zippers in a hurry.
Yep. No, like that's the right way to start. Actually, we are in right now we are still in the research phase, but that's
Yeah.
actually a very good way to start another phase of research is to evaluate how we use ourselves, how
Right.
we do, how are we going to carry stuff, and we use ourselves to be a researcher,
Mhm.
an interviewee.
Yeah. And dude, like you were saying, if I don't take my pew one day, for example, with me, or my emergency kit, maybe I'm going to take my mobile
Yeah.
video game.
Or even take a Switch.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Or for me, take this.
Yeah.
Can I take this in the back?
Yeah. So that's why I keep thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I could get that $50 thing, but do I really want to? Because is it really going to fulfill all of my needs? Is it going to be what I carry? But that's why I keep looking at that ZV-1, and I'm like, yeah, dude, I could have that, and I could throw that in a bag and not give a shit about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would be all right with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's stuff like that I've been, like I said, been thinking about quite a bit lately. Oh, and by the way, that ZV-1 is a 1.8 to 2.8.
Yeah. It's the second generation that's the second generation.
Yeah.
First generation, I think it's 2.0.
Excuse me.
2.5 or something.
Oh. So, excuse me, my allergies. So yeah, like a 1.8 to 2.8 in a little
And it's
video.
And I think the new ZVE1 has a wide angle lens built in.
It's
23, right? 22?
Something like that, yeah. Like a 24 to 70.
Yeah. I remember when I see the specs, they actually upgrade the game.
Yeah. I think honestly, for the purpose, it's very well designed.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to get into a multi-lens system, you don't want primes, you don't want, you know what I mean? I still prefer shooting on a 1.4 prime, for everything.
1.4 and 1.8, that's
yeah.
Actually my go-to lens right now.
Yeah. I think
I keep
the 11 mil prime is perfect for vlogging.
Yeah.
The 30 mil prime is perfect for photos and secondary shots.
Yeah.
I
keep on thinking, what lens do I need? What other lens do I need? I keep on running through my head.
Dude, that's the only reason why I think about the 18 to 50.
Yeah, that's
right.
And for me,
have the flexibility of a zoom.
Yeah, and for me, I can't think of any lens actually.
Yeah.
Not even the 18 to 50 for me.
Yeah.
So for me, right now, I'm good with these two lenses. And I'm probably gonna change the setup soon.
Dude, even the 30 is perfect for street shots, street photography.
And for my use, I do a lot of close-up shot for models. The 30 works perfect.
Yeah.
30 works perfect. I just have to get on the gimbal, so it doesn't change the focus all the time.
Yeah, I mean the 30 you can get nice and close
Yeah.
sharp detail.
Even
You know?
even the 11, you can get nice and close shot.
Yeah.
Look at that. This 11.
Yeah. Exactly. So I don't know, man. Like, I kind of want to stick with this sling because I dig it. Like, I think it's good for now, but I think it's a good jumping off point, this sling, for designing a bag that I think suits what we want majority of the time.
No, I
You
get it.
know?
Like,
Like,
and it's a good starting point to start a design process too. Like,
yeah.
what do I need as an everyday user, as a normal customer? Like, for me, like, remember I go to you last year to you were up to your place,
Yeah.
and then you were upstairs. You were upstairs, and then I'm downstairs here, creating all my gears and stuff. And then, like, I found out like there's so much stuff that I want to carry, and the bag works very well. Put everything in, and you see it's like, oh damn, you actually put everything, you organize everything, and then all those stuff, I actually use it on the trip of Crystal. So it's like what do I need, like, as a vlogger, as a YouTuber, and as your normal average Joe.
Yeah.
And if we can accommodate all of those criterias, then I think the bag can be for everybody.
Right. Honestly.
And like, I have another trip coming up, 1-day trip to Santa Barbara soon, because we are recording something in Santa Barbara, just day trip vlog. And that I probably don't have to carry all that stuff with me as I'm going to you, but still I have to accommodate what's gonna be in my bag for the day.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be
100%.
shirts, jackets in the bag, tripod, even gimbal, sketchbook, laptop, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man.
So I think that's a good way of approaching the design.
I think so. I think like thinking about your usage case is exactly like is the best way.
And sometimes when you lay everything up, you will start thinking, maybe I don't really need this. Maybe I don't need this. Maybe I don't need that. And then
what really helped me with that thinking is, for example, wallets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know how much stuff your average person carries in their wallet? Like, all I need in my wallet is I have my driver's license, I have my ATM card, my business card, 2 credit cards, AAA, and my firearm safety certificate. That's it. That's all I carry, and I carry cash.
I don't carry cash, so my wallet can be more slimmer.
Dude, but even still, like, I just picked up this wallet from a friend of mine, Lancelot Leather, right? Without cash. Look how thin that is.
Yeah.
It's the thinnest wallet I've ever had. Yeah. And I have thin wallets. Like, look, like, there's this one. This one has nothing in it. This one has all of my cards, and it's the same thickness.
Remember we have this conversation a few months ago?
Yeah.
About wallets and stuff. And I told you what I want. I want everything in my watch.
Yeah.
A wallet, a credit card, a driver license, AAA cards, all in my watch. I don't even need to carry a wallet.
The thing for me is, like, I still like cash because there's still people out there who are using like skimmers and who are. Have a good night, Dopey.
Good Night.
Who, yeah, so like they still use skimmers and stuff like that. But dude, even with a bunch of cash, like this is still very slim, you know?
And see, like that scenario comes if you don't carry your pew pew, can you put that in the pew pew space?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
and that's the thing, right? Like, for example, in my sling, I don't like to carry my wallet, right? Because worst case scenario, what if somebody steals my bag,
Yeah.
right? I don't want I don't want my wallet with my ID, all of my essentials to be there. You know what I mean? I always feel much more comfortable with it in my pocket. You know?
Yeah, I always put everything, my phone and my wallet in my pocket instead of my backpack.
And front pockets, no less.
So I don't want people to steal my credentials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, of course, camera is gonna be on my hand or sometimes in my backpack, but wallet is more important.
Yeah, wallet is infinitely more important. You know, and even like for me, yes, I have a knife in that bag, but it's a backup knife. Like I'm still gonna carry, you know, my primary knife in my front pocket.
The thing for me is I don't carry this knife. I should.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can carry this knife with me.
You can.
Am I gonna be in trouble? It's just me asking because, guys, I'm not a knife expert. Sorry.
So, like,
I want to carry this with me.
Yeah. So the only time you're gonna get in trouble for that is if you're already in trouble, right? So, like, it's one of those things that they're gonna be like, oh, you've already committed a crime. We found a knife that's over 3 inches, so we're going to add that as a charge. But they're not going to just see that you're carrying a pocket knife, or even if you pull it out, let's say to like cut like a piece of fruit, they're not going to go after you just for that. You know what I mean? You're going to have to use that knife in a threatening way for them to get their attention. You know, like that kind of thing.
It's just me carrying the X-Acto knife in my back.
Yeah. You know, like and that's the thing, you know, like some days lately I've been carrying this guy, which is massive, by the way, Joe. To give you an idea, the knife you have there is about the same size as this guy.
Oh my god, that's
yeah, this thing is huge. Like it's cartoonishly big, you know, and it is. It's ridiculous. Like it's just silly, you know what I mean? But nobody's gonna say anything about it unless I pull it out in a threatening fashion, you know. So, you know, it's more about intent, you know. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I've been I've been thinking, you know, Pixel 7, ZV1, you know, 18-60. I'm good.
Yeah, for me, I don't have any wishes right now.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure.
It's not now. I mean, I have wishes for later down the line, but just not now.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's the thing. Even my wishes are not now. You know.
Like, I mean, tell you what. I actually really want to get a full frame camera for my first camera, and this one can be just hair.
Yeah.
I don't have to, you know, strip it down and then carry it with me. And like full frame camera, it's something that I always wanted back when we first started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's not like I need it, but it just I feel like I need to upgrade it to full frame like later on down the road, and
Yeah.
that's just gonna be on schedule when the time comes.
Yeah. No, I get you. I definitely do. I mean, you've been talking about it from the start, so. But yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, my main priority right now, obviously, is the business. All my money is going to go to that. But if that goes well, then I can worry about all the other stuff, you know. But that's the thing. Even like, I'd love to work on this project some more, i.e., like the sling, the bag, the whatever it ends up being, you know, because then that could be another product for the business for
Yeah,
Manganic Steel, you know?
and it can be something that me and you have been keep on talking about.
Yeah,
Product together.
exactly. And like,
that's where our passion actually is.
yeah,
Design stuff, design stuff that actually works.
exactly. Something that actually is useful in your day in, day out.
And
you know?
it's actually, for people you don't know, it's actually both Sherif and I back in school, we keep on chatting about, discussing about the love of color and the love of material and the love of design in general.
Yeah.
And this project, like in the beginning of we started a YouTube channel, we actually wanted to create something, design something, a product.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
not just about talking, it's about actually creating.
Yeah.
You know? But the thing, the reality of creating something, especially something that you want to do well, you have to think it through and execute it well.
Yeah. And I truly believe that between Sherif and I, we can create something incredible just from our skill set, like product design, graphic design, even commercial videos, even vlog style videos, even media videos. It's all in our pocket.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a matter of time and finance.
I think we'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Eventually.
First, the business needs to go well.
Yeah, it really does. And trying to get to that point, you know, like, fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. Got to keep plugging away.
Yeah.
And we'll do it. Alrighty, guys. I think that's good for the live stream tonight.
We have very good, informative knowledge stuff.
Yeah. A lot of discussion, a lot of.
It's not your typical design discussions. It's like more like a chat and our experience and our mindset. Research.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I think people underestimate the value of that. You know, like, you need to be able to have the commonality and mindset to get to the brainstorming and the execution. You know. And if people aren't on the same wavelength about what needs to happen, then it's just your project's not going to get there.
Yeah.
You know? But on that note, I will leave you guys with one last bit of sexiness. If you guys don't know this, one of my former mentors in 3D is working at this company right now. And they are working on creating 3D printable vehicles.
Oh, that bag is sexy.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so this is the
Nice.
and it is a beast of a car. It's a 2+2, so one per or a 1+1. So the car actually you sit in the front in the center,
It's like
and
a
then
McLaren F1.
yeah, and then but your passenger sits directly behind you.
Ah,
This is the
Yeah, look at
nice.
that thing.
track. If you're in California, the cool thing about the technologies we've created is we can generate a new
Weather
design,
tech.
create it, and then take
We
it
all
out
know
on the
that's
track,
Laguna Seca.
bash it, and
Yeah.
hopefully have something much cooler. This is something that is years in the making. It's about 8 inches wider. We've switched over our battery cells to an F1 battery cell. So the arrow is now 3.5 to 1. So this is like a real GT3 car plus in terms of being glued to the track.
Yeah.
This is an American car company designed in LA, and we manufacture it, we assemble it, we test it, all coming out of California. The overall
Nice.
goal is to hunt track records, absolutely.
And the current record holder around here is the McLaren Senna, 127.6. On paper, I think we've got the right ingredients. We've just got to get the recipe right now to get them all to work together. Really, this process started out with what do our targets need to be, what are the requirements of the vehicle in order to challenge that lap time. We knew what we had with the previous car, we started to kind of conceptualize, and then we effectively run laps on the computer. So we set a model of the car and basically ask questions of the simulator. So if we increase the downforce, what does that translate into in terms of lap time? If we improve the power, grip. So we've done a really extensive CFD-based aerodynamic development, way over double the downforce that the car makes. We've had an opportunity to redesign all of the suspension. And then from the mechanical side, the main thing there is the MGU drive. We've moved to a gear drive now. The main focus today is the powertrain. We've brought on a new powertrain engineer who's joined us from Mercedes F1. He's really getting into the nitty-gritty of the combustion engine, the boost control, the kind of ignition cuts for the gear shifts and things like that.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that thing is super duper awesome.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, we need to go to a race soon.
Yeah, man. One of my former mentors in 3D actually works on doing the 3D modeling for that car. And the what's really, really fascinating about how they're approaching things is they have developed like a 3D system where they can actually like build a car in crazy time. And there's not a lot of videos that show it because it's kind of like a proprietary technology. But if you look under the hood or you see any photos from like under the hood of this thing, everything is whatchamacallit, like very organic looking. Looks like it's like bones, which is like first. It's like never been done. Like here's a good image. So you can see how organic and like 3D modeled and printed everything is here.
Yeah.
And they do this with the whole system, the whole chassis, the front and rear subframes. Everything is built on this approach, which is really, really cool. So keep an eye out for these guys. They're doing some interesting things, and they're American based, which is really, really cool. And they're gonna try and like bring their I guess we already are on the technology page. They're bringing their kind of technology to more companies. So, yeah, just wanted to show this to you guys.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, very,
That was-
very different.
Yeah. And I
And
also
then-
have one last thing before we close our live.
Yeah,
So rumor has it, Alfa Romeo will come out with a new, not new cars, but new sports car, new hypercar. So
Oh,
stay
really?
tuned for that, yeah. So it's going to be the AC competizione equivalent. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. And then rumor also it's rumor, not concrete yet. So it's going to be the design inspiration is coming from the 6C 2500 competizione, which is the old school, the old generation race car.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
which is I can't wait. It's always fascinating see how they create like this 100-year-old manufacturer creating new
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about time. I mean, it's been a long time since they did the 8C and the
Yeah.
4C, you know?
I guess their technology all went into my car.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I mean, quite literally.
Yeah.
Dude,
not
that's
not
dope.
my car, but that car.
Yeah,
That car.
yeah. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna peace out. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Take care. Love you.
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, have a good evening. Sleep well. Appreciate you guys showing up for the live stream. Peace.